Alright, here we go, back at it again. We're going to ask the the arena master about any other tournaments that are ongoing. Okay, Sarania and okay, we're gonna go there because I don't want to go into Khuzait land just yet. So we'll go here. Again, the goal of this is to earn a little bit of renown, to get some gear, equipment, and not have to pay for it. What would be nice now is to get some body armor because, well, body armor and gloves, really the two main things left as far as armor is concerned that we haven't upgraded yet. Let's see what we got here for a prize. A spatha. That's a sword, I believe. Don't want it, but we will take it and sell it if we can win. Let's see who we can. Well, let's get these guys out. Oh, what a miss. There we go. And as you can see, I'm moving forward as I toss so that I can get the speed bonus. Every little bit helps. Again, he had a full... I'm going to pick up this to counter that horse. Well, that was a terrible toss. Well, they got him anyway. Alright, Imperial Sergeant Crossbowman. Oh, good hit, buddy. Oh, barely got the shield up in time for that. Back up. Lure him in. There we go. Imperial Crossbowman. Well, in theory, this person should be easier than the Imperial Sergeant Crossbowman. He swings just as hard, though. And we got another point in one-handed. It's always good. Alright, a Lord. Pagarios, I suppose, something like that. Let's see if he's a midget also. Oh yeah. Well, he's probably normal size. My character is very large. Ouch. He's got a. What's he wearing? A lion skin around his shoulders, or leopard maybe? Leopard. There we go. Okay, we'll sell this. I imagine it can't be more than 600, if that. But every little bit helps. 853, that's fine. And I imagine that he's going to say there's one in Shikan. But let's see. We'll ask. Yeah, okay. Well, it looks like we're going to have to go into Khuzait land, which is not necessarily a bad thing. There will be some. The tournaments there always feature. Well, I say always. I think they'll have some javelin throwing. Let's look at this perk. Damage with one hand while mounted. No, we don't want that because again, we're not going to be running the cavalry troops. We'll take the movement speed and 3% movement speed. Yep, that's what we want. Again, the choices are to increase the infantry troops that I will be leading. That's going to be the main component of my party / army when the time comes. I will have some archers and some cavalry, but that's just for specific reasons. The archers are just to harass as the enemy closes, and the cavalry were more or less to blunt archers and our enemy cavalry as they come in. I expect high losses from my cavalry because they're not very good. The Sturgians don't have good cavalry, but they can be useful. Let's see what the prize is going to be. Stitched cured leather coat. Well, I just stated that it would be nice to get some armor for the torso. Let's see what we got here. That might be just shoulders, though. Nope. 20 and 6. I don't recall what we have, but I'm pretty sure it's something we got off a looter. So this undoubtedly will be better. Again, I'm not going to fiddle around with archery. Take this guy out as quickly as possible between the two of us, and then run and get his partner. There we go. Hit him in the back. He's concentrating on me, the archer. It's alright. Okay, is this a swing? No. Sometimes the weapon is swingable over here in Khuzait land when you're on a horse. There we go, right in the head. Well, I would engage him with the sword, but it will help my troops. I hate this block mechanic. See how he's hitting the tip of the spear with the blade, the flat of the blade, expertly every time. That's just almost ridiculous. Okay. Khuzait Heavy Lancer. There's the javelins. Oh, almost walked right into that one. I can throw too, buddy. Boom. Alright, 63 in throwing and 86 in athletics. That was the end, okay. Now let's look at this coat. I imagine it'll be better, but it obviously will be heavier. Look at that, 20, 10, and 6. And 4 times as heavier. Well, we're going to take it anyway. That's not a bad look. At least I don't have bare legs and look like I'm wearing a skirt now. Alright, let's sell this. That's the tournament master. Where some more are at. Okay, acolyte. Okay, we're going to go... I'm going to go north. Because... make that south. I mistakenly thought... I knew Odok was down here, but I thought Aklat was up here. So we're going to go southeast. And it looks like we'll make it just before it gets too dark. Reinforced leather armor. Well, this might be even better. What was this we got on? 20 and 6? 24 and 2? Oh, I don't know. That's probably better chest armor, but I don't know about the arm and leg. Guess we'll find out. Oh, watch that javelin thrower. See if I can take him out. Get his shield. There we go. Get a shield just in time. Woo! Did he drop any javelins? Nope. That always baffles me, how a guy with a whole pack of javelins on his back doesn't drop any when you put him down. I want to drop. I'll get rid of the bow. I don't want the bow. There we go. Here's a javelin. There's one. Uh-oh, my guy's in trouble here. Well, he handled it. There we go. I tell you what, apparently people are not throwing javelins because there was only 3 lying around. Ah, there's another. Okay. That's it. Well, good. While I was piddling around trying to pick up javelins, my guys were doing the work. And that's okay with me. As long as I win. That's all that matters. Alright, 1, 1, 1. Is this swingable? Yes. Woo! That'll teach you not to wear helmets. Oh, he was much faster than me. Let's try again. I call him coming in just purely by accident. I was swinging at the other guy. This guy ran in and I hit him. Excellent. Alright, 62 of Bannerlord. Ideally, I played about 2 games ago. I was playing, and after a battle, oh, 1 hit. After a battle, there was a legendary long glaive as loot. That was a very nice weapon. Very nice weapon indeed. I wouldn't mind getting another one of those. In fact, I tend to, usually by mid-game, all of my armor is legendary or battle loot, I should say. With, of course, legendary being the best quality and masterwork being the second best, I do believe. Oh, let's see, 20. You know, it's heavier and it's a little better. It's 4 better in body itself, the torso, but I don't like the leg and armor, leg and arm, so I'm just going to sell it. And actually, while I'm here, we're going to take a little food. We'll take 10 sacks of grain. Find out where the next battle is. Alright, I guess we'll go to, well, we'll go to Odak and then Hassan Folk. If we can make it in time. Let's see what we got here for perks. Riding. Carrying capacity for pack animals. Well, that's, we want nomadic traditions. We always want speed. I can always work around capacity, but there's very little you can do when it comes to speed. Buy more horses. But it's nice to have that built-in speed increase without having to do anything. Straight saber. Well, of course we don't want it, but we will. If we win it, we'll sell it for the money. Okay, I don't like this. Oh, he almost hit me with that javelin. That was close. Woo! You know what? If I see one of these guys that drops a shield, I'm gonna get off my horse. I just need somebody to drop a shield, and then I'm gonna fight on foot. Oh, there's my guy dropping a shield. That's not ideal, but I'll take it. Ooh! Javelin threw as hard as he could at me, and as soon as I got off the horse, he missed me. Come on, get that shield. Thank you, Yellow. There we go. Pick up that javelin. Ah! Whoa! Drop the bow. Always drop the bow. I don't want the bow. Need the bow. I don't want anything to do with the bow at this stage. I might level up bow a little bit at some point, but I'm not going to invest any serious focus points in it. It'll just be for situations where you can help with a siege, you know, picking their bowmen off the wall, for example. I'm not interested in getting any particular high quality or high level of bowmen. Of archery. Here we go. Good shot. I usually, what I will do for the archers, for the ranged, is I will get a wife here soon, and she will be a archer, and she will be the one in charge of archery. She will be the captain of that formation, and all of her perk, focus points, and skills will be in archery. Oh, he's just got a spear. Okay. That is such a disadvantage when all you have is a spear, or at least you're using a spear against a sword. It's a terrible disadvantage for you. Although I will say that some of the changes that Tell Worlds has made over the last year, spear use, just combat in general when it comes to close quarters is better. It used to be everybody just ran straight into you, and it was like they tried to hug you. You had no distance. Now, for example, if you're on a horse and you're fighting a spearman, he will thrust his spear and then move to his left away from you, and it's almost very difficult to fight them now. And the same with on foot. The spear is much better fighting on foot. It still takes a while because the damage is so small from the spear, because you don't have any, since you're standing face to face, there's no speed bonus whatsoever, like if you was on a horse and hit someone with a spear. But it's the combat is much better. At least they're not just walking dead into you and just pressing you. I will say that for TW. The game has a lot of problems, but then again, it does some things right. One of them is the combat is pretty good, I will admit. It's all the periphery stuff that's not very good. What do you do other than combat? Especially when you get to mid to late game. It's just whack-a-mole. Well, they did recently help with that. That was a good hit, buddy. In the beta 1.2.4, they changed it so that any faction that no longer has a fief for 4 weeks, for 1 month, the faction, the clans that were part of that faction, they die off. So if you have, let's say you're fighting the Azrai, for example, you take the very last fief, the faction will collapse, it doesn't exist, but the clans will still be on the map. They will individually declare war on you. But if they cannot gain a fief themselves for the next 4 weeks, then they die off as a clan. They're no longer, so you don't have that incessant 25 or 50 person raids on all of your villages. That's basically whack-a-mole because you're too fast, you're too large to stop them, and they just run around at will. So that's a good change in my opinion, and that's one of the reasons I like playing the beta. It's always got the most current, up-to-date stuff in it. Alright, there's still one down in Hussein Folk. I don't know if any of you have looked at the digital companion that came with the game. Well, that they later added. But in it, basically, the digital companion is a person who's traveling around Calradia. And as they move around, you have the option to have it voiced. So it's like the character's reading his travels to you. And he pronounces a lot of these towns and cities. And I believe in this one he pronounces Hussein Folk. The rest of them, a lot of the others he does also. It gives you an idea of how the world that they have built pronounces these words. Spiked helmet. Now this could be interesting, but I think the one we have is 45. Spiked helmet with open turban. I don't know. Let's see what this is. 22. Well, not as interesting as I thought it would be. But again, that boils down to the total number of lords that are in a tournament. The more lords in a tournament, the better the prize. Which means if you're leading an army and you got a bunch of lords in your army and you go into a tournament and they're all in the city, that the prize may be better than if you were just the only lord in the tournament. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe I can break his shield. There we go. Those perks help. Later they even get better. Okay. Now imagine an entire line of Sturgian axe throwers throwing their axes and breaking the shields of the front line of the enemy infantry advancing. Now I prefer, when it comes to that type of stuff, I actually prefer the Battanian javelins. They're troops, but they are much more squishy. I can't remember exactly what they're called right now. Skirmishers, I think. Battanian skirmishers are the squishy ones, and then they have the Oathsworn. They're a little more sturdy and they tend to last longer. But there's something to be said for a whole, 100 skirmishers tossing javelins and breaking the entire front line of the enemy's shields as they advance. That's great. I always do enjoy that. Whoa, good hit, buddy, good hit. Who is this? Is that a lord? No, that's the palace guard. I think he's the biggest threat. Let's see if we can get rid of him. Alright, come on. Now he pulls out the sword and he's going to block everyone. I know it. Yep. That's just a given with the new AI. 9 out of 10. No matter what. If he was a looter and I was running at him full bore with a tier 6 warhorse, he would still block it with a little hammer. 9 out of 10 times. Come on, dude. The thing is, he's so much more maneuverable on the horse than I am, because my horse skills are not very good at all. And since it's 2-to-1, I cannot afford to really make a mistake. Oh, right there. Got him. As he was turning around. Woo! Oh, he was an archer. Shouldn't have been very tough on a horse. Alright, we're going against an archer and a tribal horseman, which is a horse archer. And again, I'm not going to fiddle around with... Put the enemy in between me and the enemy archer. I'm not going to fiddle around with my bow. Keep moving, of course, because that archer's in my back. Ooh, there you go. 80 on one-handed. Like it. Alright. The cavalry versus me. Oh, that was way off. What did he... What... I've never seen him turn their back and run like that before. Alright, shield on my back as I run and grab... Woo! A javelin or two. Or three. Break that shield, maybe. Nope. There it is. Made it so weak. One hit from the sword broke it. Let's sell this 22 helmet. Alright, let's take a look at what we got here now. One-handed 80, pole arm 64, 89. This is concerning that I don't really have any skill in medicine yet. See, +1 ammunition for throwing weapons for myself and my party. Want to get that, which is 75 for certain. Let's check out any other tournaments in the area. This will be going to Azurai land because we haven't done that yet. Alright, Hubyar and Ziana. Well, we're going to go to Hubyar. Because at the same time, I want to buy some dates. They tend to have... Oh, he doesn't have any here, but they generally have dates down here. So we'll just have to stop at a village and buy some as we pass it along the way. I believe it's the only place you can get dates. He said Hubyar right here. So we'll stop right here and buy some. Trying to get that. See, right now we've got a -2 morale for lack of food variety. So let's see if we can get a little food variety going here. Alright, I'm going to buy all 17 dates since they're hard to come by. And I'm going to buy the cheese. So let's lock those. Okay, now I have no longer have that -2, and I've got actually a positive balance now. Go back to Hubyar, or go to Hubyar. Looks like food will last us for 26 days. Just need to get some more cheese. Anything to not have that -2 modifier for lack of variety of food, diversity of food. And we should make it before darkness. Alright, now what are they going to be? Well, before I do that, and before I forget, let's get 2 butter, 8 cheese, 5 fish, 5 olives. Gives me +3 and 5 grapes. Since we don't need a whole lot of storage space for loot at this point, and 5 beer. All right, so meat, beer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all 9. Okay, now let's enter. Closed turban. Spiked helmet with closed turban. 23. Well, that's one better than the last prize. Veteran infantry. Yeah, I like that. Shadow. The guy's clapping behind me. Oh, right in the kisser. Woo! Oh boy, I'm terrible at this right now. We'll just go with the sword. There we go. It's such a difference now than when we first started. Just the swing speed, the movement speed, so much better. We're just making it up to 50. Gotcha. Missed. Missed. I mean, got him. But I was aiming for his head. Alright, 67 and throwing. Yeah, that 75 with that extra javelin or extra thrown weapon will be great. Is this whole tournament going to be javelin? That's excellent. Right in the knee. Well, at least it wasn't an arrow, right? On the back. Oh. Grab one of these. Good thing I was running away from him. That should be his last one. Speaking in the knee. Alright, who am I going to face? The Palace Guard or the Mamluk? The Palace Guard. That makes sense. That's the elite troop. Oh, good hit. Gotta go for the head because he's holding that shield. There we go. Now I'm out. Pick up one. That didn't do anything. There we go. Alright. Sell this helmet. And of course, we're going to look for another tournament. We're going to work our way all the way through to back up until either Valandia or Empire Land. And we'll continue doing this as we... Remember the goal here, I may, if we can get back to 30k before I pass Sanala, I may stop at Sanala and buy another workshop, because the workshop we have now is giving us 47. That's not great, but when it's a positive, you can see even though we've only got a positive 4, that's still a positive of 4, and that helps. So we can grab another workshop. That's what I may do as we work our way past in the next video. Ciao.